Today we're talking about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles starring Steve Martin and John Candy.
I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
Neil's friend warns him. He's like, listen, you're never going to make the 6 o'clock flight. Just wait.
I'll see you in Chicago, John.
You'll never make the 6.
And Dale's just small talking, right?
So what do you do for a living, Neil Page?
Marketing.
Marketing. Super. Fabulous.
He snaps on him again.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? He goes,
You know goddamn well what.
You get the famous line, dude.
Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Be Kind, Let's Rewind, the nostalgia podcast no one asked for. Today we're talking about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles starring Steve Martin and John Candy.
I know you, don't I? I'm usually very good with names, but I'll be damned if I haven't forgotten yours.
You stole my cab.
Dude, this one is a Thanksgiving movie because guess what? You're listening, hopefully, on Thanksgiving, where your escape as you drifted off to the bathroom to put your earbuds in so you can get some small morsel of happiness in your life from us.
And for that, you're welcome. You're welcome. Your family is terrible, but we're not. You can count on us.
You're just over it. The pumpkin pie is slightly burnt. The turkey's dry, but damn it, Be Kind, Let's Rewind's here for some planes, trains, and
automobile.
automobile go.
Which has a nice little segue into John Hughes, right?
John Hughes, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, guys, when do you first remember seeing this? I was very, very late to the party on this. I honestly don't think I watched this movie till probably like 5 years ago.
Really?
In its entirety. Like I've seen it, on TV here and there. And for some reason, I think it was on a streaming platform. And I was like, I don't know. I was having a John Candy Jonesin, and I was like, dude, let's give it a chance. And dude, what a good movie.
Man, this is a classic.
Yeah, it's so good. They remade it and renamed it Due Date.
When you spent almost all of our money on drugs.
I don't think in those terms.
What terms do you think in?
I'm not an accountant, Peter. I'm not even Jewish.
Yeah, they sure did. They did, man. Good call. Leaf, where do you first remember seeing
Dude, this is a classic in my home since day one, basically.
Nice.
And I have to caveat that it was the television classic. I'm pretty sure we even rented this one a few times, if I'm not mistaken. But the profanity.
I was gonna say your household probably had a little bit of that censored.
Yeah. My mom not a huge fan of the one scene in particular, which we'll actually get to, of course.
Yeah, for sure, man. Chadwick, what about you?
Well, I've got you beat on being late to the party because I finished editing some of Son-in-Law last night. And then for the first time ever, I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, dude,
I started at like midnight last night.
Yeah, so and that's crazy that you were like mentioning Son-in-Law because that leads me to shit stuck in my head this week.
Hey, Becca! Steven Tyler PJ!
Steven Tyler all fucking week, guys. It won't stop. Like when I say shit stuck in my head, like it will not go away. I can't stop with Steven Tyler PJs, and I'm probably gonna lose my job. People are working a meeting, and they're like, "Okay, we need to talk about some serious things right here." And I'm like, "Hey, Becca, Steven Tyler PJs." You're like, my boss just goes home, and he's like, That's what he's doing. He's trying to tell me to get out of the street, dude.
Can't take
got
it.
a rare off weekend coming up, so me and the wife taking a small little vacay. So I got me a nice tall glass of Crown Royal right now, so I can go ahead and drink too much tonight and be hungover for the duration of our trip, ruining it. So just like I usually do. So good job for me. Leaf, what do you got?
Let's be honest, Chris. The Steven Tyler PJs is going to ruin your trip before booze ever does. Ruff's to be like,
very
had enough, dude. I am sipping on a little bit of old John Barr tonight.
Oh,
man.
nice, man.
You know what I mean? Planes, trains, and automobiles. If I was a real one, I'd add airplane bottles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But hell, this will have to do.
Life comes at you hard, and it's Thanksgiving season and all those fun things. Shadwick, man, what do you got?
Well, I'm just going to throw it out here. I've got Muff Liquor.
There's
and it's
no
Irish,
way that's too. There's no way that's real, dude.
The Muff Liquor Companies. For the love of God, have I never meant this more on this podcast? Sponsor our podcast.
Please, dude.
If you've ever found a brand that will support Muff Liquor more, it's us.
I'll go ahead and say I don't think they're taking advantage of all they could with advertising, because a part owner in this is Russell Crowe.
Really?
Yeah, the actor, not the douchebag my wife used to date from high school.
Shout out.
The one that loved fighting around the world.
Yeah.
Oh, Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh, screw.
Yeah. So, dude, that's awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what. This muff is one of the hardest I've ever had to get into. So
this is Shadow. You know, you. Maybe you have to use your teeth to get into that. Muff.
She's like, stop fumbling with a zipper, Shadwick. Just get this over with.
It's not a bra, for Jesus, for God's sakes, man.
How many hooks does this thing have?
So, also, I want to shout out. What do I got on, boys?
Oh my God!
Let's Rewind hoodie, y'all. I'm telling you,
look at 45 that logo.
Daru. Dude, look at the new logo.
It's clean, dude.
Shadow clean that up, man. So go get it. $45. We're just telling you, man. We're not making actually any money on these hoodies. Who fucking cares? Let's spread the word. Let's get you in an awesome hoodie.
By the time I pay all my scientists, all my people in my research department, lab coats, it's a wash.
But so also shout out for the last time, man. Month of November.
Is that him?
Our homeboy Butter. Let me hit it up one more time for you, brother.
Rockin' Jets.
Dude, thanks so much. He sent me some AI shit the other day, or sent it to us on the gram, and it was like basically fucking God, Bob Barker hammered like in a wife beater hosting The Price is Right, just like going off the hinges and quoting all kinds of shit. It was fucking good. But anyway, shout out Butter, dude. I know you got your swag. Thank you so much for all the support, man.
Yeah.
To help with my drinking tonight, I have my Z-Biotics. That's right. ZBiotics.com/be kind. Had a homeboy the other day at work be like, man, does this stuff really work? And I said, yeah, I got a promo code for you. It's called Be Kind. And I said, do it or I'll hit you right in the kisser.
I finally got this bitch's panties off.
Well, it's about time, man.
Now you realize it's not even worth it. You made a mistake.
Yeah. Did you sober up in the middle of opening the liquor? Because that sounds like when I've sobered up and I'm like, oh, God, what have I done? I'm a monster.
Is this what I've been doing to people? I belong here.
I belong here, man. So
I've smelled worse.
Dude, before we get over into this, I have a rare correction for us, guys.
What?
Correction from the Running Man episode. And boy, did we get fucking lambasted on TikTok for this one.
What did we do wrong, dude?
Richard Dawson was in Hogan's Heroes like the entire series before this. You were correct, Leaf. It was his only feature film.
Yeah.
I erroneously said he wasn't an actor. Oh. So he was in a bunch of stuff. So it was me. I got roasted. Hey, I apologize.
I'll go down with you. I didn't know he was in Hogan's Heroes. I didn't watch that show.
But
man.
Anyway, shout out. Actually, my homeboy John T tried to protect me before I made a short out of it. And he's like, yeah, no, he was an actor. He was in Hogan's Heroes. And I was like, cool. I want to make a short out of this everywhere. And everybody's like, well, actually. They're like, you could tell these guys weren't born in 1950. And I'm like, how old are you on TikTok right now?
Whoa, dude. We missed our demographic.
Also sponsor our podcast. Buy a shirt and a hoodie. Let's go ahead and get over into the topic today. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Leaf, my brother, kick us off with some boring ass facts.
Absolutely, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those uninitiated, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a 1987 American road trip comedy film written, produced, and directed by John Hughes, starring Steve Martin and John Candy. Dude, a holiday classic if there ever was. And we've talked about this before. Not a hell of a lot of Thanksgiving I
really think we blew our wad this year on Thanksgiving movies.
We just do this one every year.
We've got one more for next year.
Yeah, and that's it. And then we're done unless we just make some. We go back in time in our DeLorean. But yeah, documentary
we'll be able to make a complete movie with AI.
That's true. This one, that John Candy doc, I Like Me, which, the line from this movie just dropped. Ryan Reynolds is heavily involved in it.
Yeah.
It was really good. Actually, what's kind of funny is some of the complaints I heard from the documentary was basically like, yeah, so he was just a good dude. Like, there's no like dirt. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, that's a good thing. But before we get started, I wanted to tell my favorite John Candy story, which is probably also Shadwick's favorite John Candy story. And it comes from...
Does it involve a quarterback?
It does involve a quarterback, and it was Joe Montana in the Super Bowl. And they were down 4, I think, first Super Bowl, trying to drive down the score to win the game. Fourth quarter, there's TV timeout, and his linemen, a couple of them kind of look nervous or whatever, and he just looks across the field and he goes, "Is that John Candy?" And everybody's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's John Candy down there in the end zone." He's like, "Yeah, that's crazy. Old John Candy's there." Dude, the biggest drive of his life. And he's like, but he'd used it as a technique anyway to, it actually was John Candy, but yeah, use it as a technique against the Bengals.
Was that the drive that ended with the catch?
No, that was against the Cowboys, but yes, that was he let him down.
Playoffs, right?
Yep. Scored a touchdown. And anyway, the John Candy thing lives on in at least Niners fan forever. So
and that's great, dude. That's absolutely great.
Yeah, I'm all about this, man. So dude,
this film, final boring ass fact, this film was made for $15 million and of course made a paltry sum of $49.5 million in the box office.
So the big controversy here is this very easily could have been a PG to PG-13 movie.
And I thought it was like all the way up until
the scene, which we'll get to the scene. But like, so the catch-22 on this is that's the scene that made Steve Martin want to do this movie. So in my research, I found out that scene is like that's kind of turned him on to have a little more edge and kind of lose control in that little situation.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him utter that word.
Yeah, actually. Me either. I mean, I'm sure TikTok will correct us, but like, I really haven't. I mean, it was almost. I mean, it's funny as shit. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely like adds nothing to the story. Like you could have very easily painted around that, and this movie probably makes $100 million if you paint around it.
Yeah,
but I like them sticking to it and just being like, "Dude, let's go!" Like
sticking to your guns, man. I don't think now they'd let him do it, man. I mean, like in the age where people try to like make everything family friendly, so
that's why John Hughes ended up doing. Like he wasn't originally scheduled to direct, and when Steve Martin came on board, he was like, I forgot who the other director was that John Hughes works with, but he moved him to another movie, and then John Hughes moved over to this one and was like, he wanted to work with Steve Martin. So I was like, that's cool. Little side story. Be kind. Let's rewind. We deliver unless we're fact checked by fucking TikTok.
The TikTok erotic,
like the whole point of the thing was fucking Richard Dawson was awesome. Like, God damn you people. Go back to your shanties. This is golf.
This is golf.
Make that a short.
Yeah, I will.
That's great.
So man, let's kick this bitch off, man.
Absolutely, dude. And I love 80 movies. I mention it every time we talk about one, dude.
Yeah.
Like the starting scene, black screen, the sound effects of like planes, trains, and automobiles, movie title, and we're off. Damn it, I miss the 80s, dude. Advertising executive Neil Page is in a gigantic conference room.
Yeah, it's me, Neil.
He's just sitting basically impatient in this gigantic Manhattan boardroom, dude. And like, it's just silence and awkwardness. And if anyone's ever been stuck somewhere, this is a nightmare for a lot of people. If you've ever been stuck with you've got to be somewhere and time is ticking down and the other person has nowhere to be, nothing to do, and they are just eating up your time and you're freaking out like as the sand drips down.
It was us trying to leave Tampa.
That's true, man. God bless. They were in no hurry to get us out of there.
9 hours, I think.
Yeah, at the airport. Which we'll get into. We got some airport delay stories. I'm sure all of us do. But like this was, Neil's looking across at his buddy. And his buddy has like they're kind of like, because the boss is looking at these pictures, he's going to choose which one. I assume it's like an ad agency, right?
It's an ad advertises agency.
So this guy's the fucking main dude. He's going to pick like which one they're going to go with, and he just keeps staring at. And then this whole like pretentious bullshit where it's like everybody's had bosses and people like this in front of you where you're like, you're not that important. Like, just fucking let's pick this and move on with our lives. And but his buddy wants to get home because his son Ferris was sick from school, and he needs to make sure that he can get home and check on his son Ferris because it's the dad from Ferris Bueller.
Hi. Do you have a kiss for daddy?
Also, evidently,
I wish, I wish I could say that I've tasted worse muffs than this.
Worst muff you've ever had?
Worst muff I've ever had.
Don't sponsor a podcast. You know what? We stick to our guns.
Sponsor a podcast, but.
Just do something better. Incoming lawsuit from Muff Liquor. They're like, Bigora, you didn't like me liquor.
Even Bigora.
All right, guys, I'm back. I had to swap. I couldn't do the couldn't do the muff. So I'm back with the old smoky, good old American liquor.
With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
It's like 2 days, the caption you get out of the gate. 2 days to Thanksgiving. He's got to get home. He's got to get back to Chicago, right?
That's where his family is,
He's in New York City. So he's like, shit, this dude better hurry up. But he keeps doing the like, and everybody's like, oh. And he's like, no. And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. So because he's made a promise, much like Jingle All the Way, man, made a promise to his kid. He's going to be home at a certain time.
And I know neither of you have been in the situation where after all that time, the boss still can't decide. And it ends up like as Neil Page, again, if we hadn't mentioned it, played by Steve Martin, is headed towards the elevator. He's like, I can't believe he's like just putting this off for like another week.
Yeah,
till, like after Thanksgiving.
So you could have left, and it's just
because nothing got done, man. Like nothing got
shit,
bro. And his
my boss talks like a used car salesman. Like he wants you out the door.
Nice,
like
good.
But the clients now they will go back and forth.
That's fine. You're basically living your best Don Draper life anyway. So all right,
that's true.
I hate to break it to you, but there is no big lie. There is no system. The universe is indifferent.
Man. And so his friend, Neil's friend warns him. He's like, listen, you're never going to make the 6 o'clock flight. Just wait. You know what I mean? Just wait.
Yeah.
There's no rush. And he's like, no, I told my wife I'd be home for dinner. And so I am rushing.
I'll see you in Chicago, John.
You'll never make the 6.
So it's her fault.
I mean,
it's also pre 9/11. This is when you actually could whip your way through an airport in like fucking 15 minutes back in the day. So
just hop the plane, lit cigarette in hand, and just off to the races you went.
And when you were on a plane, you knew you were in for a good time. A little smoking, a little drinking. Stewardess leaf.
Stewardess.
Keep
Chadwick another
drink. Literally. But his friend tells him you're never going to find a cab. It's New York. It's basically rush hour, or it's about to be. And, off Neil goes, ignoring the good advice. And so on the street, immediately, it's just utter complete chaos. Everyone's fighting over cabs. And we see one Kevin Bacon.
So I got to say, is this our first Kevin Bacon on the podcast?
This is our first one, to my knowledge. Yeah, I don't think we did.
I think so, right?
And what year is this movie?
87. So
it's well after Footloose, right? Footloose is what, 84?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I think this was.
83,
I was trying to
84?
think if like Bacon and John Hughes have a connection or something. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely Kevin Bacon just here on a fucking.
They Neil locks eyes with Kevin Bacon
kind of a funny
outside,
scene.
and they start to fight for the cab. They rush towards it, and Neil almost makes it, but he trips and falls and nearly gets run over by a car. And Kevin Bacon steals his freaking cab. Why didn't they share it, dude? Goddamn, Kevin Bacon.
I know that's what,
and
what
I love the run when Steve Martin does the comedy, arms flailing like run or whatever. He's
got the briefcase.
Yeah, he just slips in and out of this stuff like because he's obviously like fucking goat. Like, but he slips in and out of these little comedy things and then snaps back into like. Because I mean, like this is Steve Martin being basically a dick the entire time, right?
Yeah,
like,
he's
most of the time,
asshole.
you know, he's been like. At least on SNL, you know, like
he's
the books and
wacky
stuff I read, like on SNL, like he's you know over the top and you know did the Wild and Crazy Guys, King Tut, and
the
all
Jerk.
That shit. The Jerk. It was you know one of those where it's like again this movie I guess not very well received by critics. The Jerk not very well received by critics. At some point in time, maybe. The movies aren't the problem. Maybe it's the critics. Maybe we just need to be new critics.
The Jerk didn't do well because of racism. They were racist against a poor black child.
I was born a poor black child.
That's very true. He was born. He was raised a poor black child. So
I'm not black.
He just couldn't get that rhythm down, man. So. He can't get the cab, which this is something obviously like us growing up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, zero experience with us trying to catch cabs and shit. Like not something that we're well versed in, but in all the movies they tell me, New York, Chicago, all the big cities, back in the day, that was a big thing. So he can't get the cab. And also part of the reason he can't get the cab is I do believe when he's rushing towards it, he trips over this big goddamn briefcase, or big goddamn chest. That's in the middle of the road. And you're like, oh, what is this? Foreshadowing? What is it? John Hughes? He's not great at writing movies, so I'm sure this means nothing.
Yeah, it's not going to further the plot, I'm sure.
So he trips over this gigantic freaking chest, which goes and makes me have feels later on in the movie. But like,
he ends up having to bribe like some guy like to get his cab. He's like, please, dude. And the guy just absolutely just shanks him for money. Like,
could I offer you $10 for it? 20. I'll give you $20 for it. I'll take 50. All right.
Dick.
He keeps raising the price.
And again, why not just say, hey, can we just split the fare?
Yeah.
I'll ride with you.
Yeah, man. And
I don't have any luggage or anything.
In a normal world, yes. To further the plot, no.
Anyone who'd pay $50 for a cab certainly pay $75.
Not necessarily. All right, 75.
You're a thief. Close. I'm an attorney.
Guy finally, after he just like digs him for a bunch of money, I think the price ends up being $75 is what they settle on. $75 for that cab before they even pay the cab fare. Neil is getting all of his stuff like into the cab. Some fat guy, some fat legend, steals his cab, dude, and they lock eyes.
All right, you son of a bitch, this is my cab. Ow!
And they see each other, and the fat guy just sort of looks surprised as the cab drives away, dude.
Right.
So for Halloween, my wife and I did this little like Gatsby party thing at the historic Reed House Hotel in Chattanooga.
Yes.
And for that, I shaved a little mustache.
We've seen it. A little Gomez looking.
Yeah, so I was, I didn't think it looked terrible. I was going to sport it for a little bit.
Hey, you know what?
And my wife,
hell of a mustache.
And my wife was
hell of a mustache.
My wife would not comment one way or the other on it, so I knew what her opinion was on it. But I really knew when we started watching this movie last night, and the first glimpse you get at John Candy, she goes, "Now you see how stupid that mustache looks."
What?
Yeah, it's not a great look. Maybe not a great look for our good friend Uncle Buck. So I guess this is probably a good place to sidebar real quick.
Yeah.
Where do you guys first remember John Candy from? And I guess for me, it's Uncle Buck. Like I remember seeing Uncle Buck in theaters, and I remember he was that version of John Candy was so funny to me. And I mean, obviously, like the cameo he did in Home Alone, again, another favorite of John Hughes. But it's like that Uncle Buck character is what I remember first on John Candy. Before
I think it's probably Uncle Buck, but also The Great Outdoors was a big one for me.
Okay, so that one wasn't a big one for me. And also, like, how's about this? Never hosted SNL.
Yeah.
Got bumped several times for other people.
Just this. What a stupid snub, man. What a dumb
John fucking
snub.
Candy.
But I will on a side note to that, I can tell you where, and this might actually surprise you guys. Actually, I remember John Candy from SCTV, man.
See, I didn't have access to that. Maybe at your house a little bit, but like, dude, I got to shout out my homeboy John T. We many times at work, we just went back and tried to find some old SCTV things with him, Catherine O'Hare, and Eugene Levy. Like, but dude, Candy, you could even tell back then. You're like, why the fuck was this guy not like gone to SNL? Like
it blew my mind personally. This man was a legend.
It was probably that NBC executive that didn't think Norm was funny.
Yeah, or that guy that's still over SNL that was like, ah.
Yeah. I'll just I don't know who you all are talking about, but
great big fat guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say that if you have it, you can still find a lot of clips. Go look up John Candy, Eugene Levy, Joe Flaherty. Such legendary.
R.I.P. Flaherty, man, too.
Dude, man,
they had this one that me and John T always laugh at. If you get a chance, and again, if this makes it in the episode, go look up this shit called House of Cats. And it was the whole premise was it was in 3D, and so they have these cats, and they're just like going, ooh, and it's like Candy, Flaherty, and Catherine O'Hare, and they're doing this shit. And it sounds stupid in premise, but seeing them do it like it's this like old haunted house thing. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back on it, man. So.
Yeah, dude, like that's where I remember him from. Yep. But finally, we assume that Neil gets a cab because he arrives at the airport. No worse for the wear. He's barely going to make his flight. As Chris said, this is like pre 9/11, so he's zooming through the airport, only to find out that the flight has been delayed.
And this is what kind of sucks. So when it's delayed, he calls home.
Yeah.
Hey, the flight's been delayed. And as soon as his mom picks up the phone, the daughter's like,
who is it?
Shh, it's Daddy.
Flight delay.
And you're like, damn. Like, so you already get the sense that homeboy's like all about work or whatever. And I'll be goddamn if it pans over and there's a goddamn Lawrence over there just hanging out at the table. Like I think this is Joey Lawrence's younger brother or whatever.
I think
Either way, I look him in the face. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's all you are to me, Joey.
Did you guys notice his house?
What about it?
Home Alone-esque looking?
Yeah, I thought it was, man. I looked it up. It's actually not the Home Alone house, but it's damn similar.
Dude, 100%.
And similar to Uncle Buck also.
It's got to be a John Hughes thing.
Yeah. I mean,
it has to be.
I wonder what his ex-girlfriends look like. I bet he's got a top.
100%, man. So he has to make the call home to be like, dude, not coming home. Joey Lawrence gets his woe out. It's not Joey Lawrence. I forgot what his brother is. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Who cares what those guys? You're right though. It's this flight's been delayed. He's stuck in the airport, dude. And who should he run across? Like sitting on the just waiting, I guess, for the flight to be announced. But our old buddy John Candy, and of course we find out immediately his name is Dell.
Ethan Tremblay.
What? No? Yeah.
What?
So it's Dale
Griffith.
Okay, so flight delays. let's talk about flight delays for a second,
Yeah.
because this is something that we have all experienced together whenever we went to go see our homeboy Michael Uslan's play. By the way, if it does come to your town, was it
The Boy Who Loved Batman?
Boy Who Loved Batman, that's it. Yeah,
Yes.
Boy Who Loved Batman. Great play. Good job, everybody involved in that, or get the book.
Yes.
But we were trying to leave Tampa in the middle of
rekindled our love for go-go boots.
It did, jeez. But we went there, we come back, we're trying to fly back from Tampa to Chattanooga, which is nothing. And it's in the middle of we were in the middle of 2 hurricanes, and we were in the airport literally 9 hours. And so like some of these people stay for, days sometimes like that. And I'm like, I don't know how you fucking did it. Me and Leaf had one where we came back from Las Vegas. RIP my Uncle Johnny. We used to go visit him all the time. And when we got back, we had to connect from Atlanta to Chattanooga. And for those that don't know, Atlanta to Chattanooga is literally like an hour and a half drive. So it's like a 20-minute flight, but Atlanta, obviously a major hub.
Yeah.
We get there, our friends, Sean and Matt, we're like, hey, go stall this plane because our connecting flight was late. We're like, go stall them, like, because Leaf has to get off the plane last because obviously he's in a wheelchair, right? I'm pushing Leaf at fucking Mach 5 to this airport.
We're flying.
And these bitches just fucking literally, sorry, we're done boarding, and close the door on our faces.
In front of us, dude.
And we have to wait. And they're like, the next flight to Chattanooga is in the morning. So our Leaf, I believe your current wife and my girlfriend at the time literally had to drive up.
They
to
drove.
pick us up.
Yeah, hour and a half to 2 hours to
Wait,
get to
your
Atlanta.
girlfriend at the time is his current wife?
Yes.
It's an awkward story.
It's an awkward story.
Not true.
Every kid needs a father.
So anyway, we've had our fair share. Shadow, have you had any other layover issues other than the one we had?
No, man. I've not flown that much really.
Good. Don't. It sucks.
And when I do, it's usually with Delta, and I don't usually have those issues.
Yeah. Well, follow-up question though: have y'all ever been stuck like on a plane or basically on the tarmac with somebody you didn't know but wanted to talk? Because I know I did.
Yeah. Was that guy me?
The guy was not you. We've known each other since we were like 5.
Dude, the whole thing with this, when I'm watching him, when they're stuck, because so Neil and Dale, they're on the same flight. They finally get in there. There's obviously weather delays. They're on the plane. And Dale is just small talking, right?
So what do you do for a living, Neil Page?
Marketing.
Marketing. Super. Fabulous.
There's yapping, dude.
He's lonely. He's lonely, right? Like we find out reasons later, but he's lonely. He's talking. And I look at that and I'm like, I hope I have more self-awareness than this, because I do this. I do. Like, I will small talk, but I try to read social cues to be like that. And then I just finally was like, you know what? Everyone in the world hates me.
I noticed something in this scene. He takes his shoes off and he says,
my dogs are barking today.
Which Kevin says on The Office.
But man, my dogs are barking.
Good
call. I'll say that, man. Yeah,
I bet that's a little kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, but like the whole time, Dale is just like yammering on and on and on. And Neil's just not with it, man. He's not really saying much back to him. And Dale just will not shut up. He tells him he's like a shower curtain ring salesman.
I don't know, even like John Hughes wrote this shit in 3 days, guys. 3 days, which is like basically, in a Breakfast Club episode, he wrote that in the middle of writing like Pretty in Pink, I think. Or no, he was writing Breakfast Club, then wrote Pretty in Pink, then went back to Breakfast Club. This dude, holy shit. I mean, I know everybody gives him his flowers and props, but that's crazy to me. You cranked this out in 3 days and it has this much depth. Like, where do you come up with? And I guess they said this was inspired by a nightmare travel experience that John Hughes has. And then he's able to, quote our 40-year-old version, extrapolate from that and get other things from this. Like, so anyway, I I don't know.
And these end up being like, these are like the one-offs. People like try to get like right hits for their entire lives. And these are like some of the like genre, like generational defying movies like of our time. Like this one's
man.
a classic for, I think, many
but again,
families.
like the shower curtain ring salesman. It's
just
like,
just something nonsensical that you think that's the dumbest thing ever. And it has a reoccurring like sort of plot like thread running through the entire time. So
Dude,
I mean, dude, it's such a nonsensical thing, but it's really funny. And so instantly, of course, this flight becomes the flight from hell for Neil. Dale obviously won't shut up. He takes off his socks and shoes. His dogs are barking. He falls asleep, and on the right hand side is some old man, because we didn't mention this. Neil had a ticket first class.
Yes,
but
he got bumped because
he got bumped, and there's nothing they could do. They're like, we'll refund the difference when you get to your destination.
Yeah, now he's riding bitch between this old man and John Candy.
The middle seat, like the worst freaking seat ever, between two weirdos. They pass out like on his shoulder, like they're both snoring.
It's his nightmare.
Well, it's funny, like the old guy's snoring, and then it like pans over, and like John Candy, like his face is right there, but his eyes are open.
Yeah.
And, what is he? I can't even remember what he says now.
$6 in my right nut says we're not landing in Chicago.
It's funny because like he doesn't move, like Steve Martin like turns and his face is just right here.
Dude, they're right next to each other. And I know, like, from some of the behind the scenes, like Steve Martin was saying, they were laughing before basically every cut because there were so many locations in this film. They had to jump back and forth to places. So there was long filming days and actual travel days.
The theme of this movie was John Hughes couldn't find enough snow.
Yes.
Right? So they had to go to New York and some other places where they originally wanted to film in Chicago. That's where he films most of his stuff. But they had to keep moving to find more snow for the scenes or whatever, man. So they get diverted, though, eventually to Wichita, Kansas because of the snowstorm. Which, by the way, they have that line.
We'd have more luck playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks than we will getting a flight out of here before daybreak.
What the fuck is pickup sticks?
You never played pickup sticks?
You don't pick up sticks?
No, I never played it.
Dude.
You're kidding me, dude.
So basically, it was like this little cardboard cylinder. It was full of these like plastic sticks, and each stick kind of like came down to a point and had a little ball on the end of it.
Okay.
And you just dumped them out on the floor, and you tried to pick up, I think, one at a time,
without moving any of the other sticks around it.
It's like reverse. It's like reverse Jenga.
Okay, and then your butt's involved.
It's not as bad as
later on, and those are so small you have to use probably 4 or 5.
Allegedly,
it's not that bad. It's not that bad as the time I ashed on Antoine's rug and he made me pick it up
with my anus.
Dave Matthews can pick up a coconut with his butt cheeks.
I seen it.
Yeah.
So all the hotels are booked. They're fucked. They're not getting out of here. All the hotels are booked. You can't drive out really because it's a fucking snowstorm.
Also, pickup sticks can double as Donatello's bow.
There you go, in case you break the bow. So these are good things that you learn in life, man. So all the hotels are booked, but Dale insists the theme of this movie is he knows people. Like he's been in a lot of towns. He's sold a lot of shower curtain rings, apparently. So he knows some folk, man. So he's gonna get somebody to come pick them up, and they're gonna go to this hotel where he knows.
I got an idea. I know the manager pretty well. I sold him some rings for his curtains. If you want to pick up the cab fare, I'll make sure you get a room for the night.
And
because Neil doesn't want to sleep on the floor of the airport, although he might have been better off if he had made that decision.
Man. So who picks him up?
The cab that comes to get him is Doobie's Taxiola, and it's just this like inside the taxi, there's pictures of naked women.
Are you fucking ready for this? Do you know who that cab driver is?
I recognized him instantly, but I can't remember it.
Hey, Carl, good to see you.
Oh my God, it is.
It's Carl from Billy Madison driving the fucking cab.
Larry Hankin, I believe, is that guy's name. Yes.
I actually had to go to IMDb to the much dismay of TikTok and found that out. And I was just like, oh shit, it is Carl.
He's wearing this like Elvis style wig,
Dude,
and he like turns around, he like winks at Steve Martin.
Doobie on the side of his fucking cab. They take the fucking scenic route, man, because he wants them to see. He's proud of his town.
He's proud. It's rare. It's rare that you're that proud of your town. And he drives them to the seedy motel called the Braidwood Inn. And it's just like a piece of shit, of course. But I mean, they're thankful for it because John Candy's character Dell is offered to get Neil a room.
Yeah.
You know, of course, there's no chance that's going to go wrong, except for, of course, it instantly does because this is the trip from hell and just continues down that rabbit hole.
I guess you're all fixed. So, there you are. Last room in the complex.
I mean, share?
Yeah, hey.
And they, of course, end up staying together in the hotel room, and with a single bed.
There's some, and it does this whole like, you know, where you look for the other bed and you're like, shit, they're gonna have to share a bed. And Steve Martin's gonna go take a shower, and the bed, like the thing that makes me laugh is I've never been in a hotel with a vibrating bed that you put a quarter in. I was like,
have you even lived?
I guess not. But have y'all for real ever? No. Like, I think that was before our time. I think that was phased out by the time
I actually have.
hotels.
I actually have.
I just imagine all those things got gummed up from all the cum.
Yeah. You know what? It was broken. The time that I went, we used to call them like was it the magic fingers? Like yeah. I've been inside one. It was broken. So
but has one been inside you?
I didn't get to
no,
not to my knowledge.
Yeah, you didn't have a quarter,
bro. They look
sleep early.
The look John Candy gives like Neil whenever they realize they have to stay in the same bed, and like just like it makes that scary music, and they're like looking at each other,
dude,
knowing what's about to happen.
Oh, and when he goes to take the shower and he has like, doesn't like Dale have all his shit everywhere in the bathroom?
He's got Listerine and like Tums, like the Robitussin
towels used everywhere.
I was going to say, I guess John Candy had already taken a shower because he used all the towels.
And I was going to say, you know what I've actually had to do before? 100% use a washcloth. If it's me and my wife and there's one towel left and one washcloth left, well, then I'm drying off with the washcloth because it's not fighting that battle.
Just remember, it's face to balls, face to balls.
It was. And you go, all you got to know is you just go from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
You go from the top to the bottom, you're good.
You're
man.
Clean. You're safe.
But those towels look so fucking disgusting. They're like yellow and
and when he steps on the bathroom floor, it like all the matte mushes where the water's been like leaked and splashed.
And then you find out like when they're trying
those towels look like the lady's panties in Kingpin.
Yeah, dude, they do. and when when you find out that like John Candy, you see him put the quarters in the thing to make the bed vibrate. Then you find out that he put beers on the bed.
I had no idea those beer cans were going to blow like that.
You left him on a vibrating bed. What did you think was going to happen?
So it spilled on the bed on the side that like Steve Martin's laying on. He's laying a pool of beer.
Since John Candy is Canadian, I assume it was just Molson. It
was just Molson
all over the bed, dude.
Maybe some puppers.
I hope it wasn't muff liquor.
Why not, dude?
But yeah, so you get the plot point here too, like where Dale is just even more annoying in the dark of the night. Like he's smokes, he's cracking his knuckles, he's reading a book. Like, there's there's like, I don't think there's a TV in there, right? Which this drives me crazy.
I wish I could read.
Same. But it's like so quiet. And then so everything he does is just like amplified times 10. Yep, there you go. So it's just like, oh, dude, snorting, clearing his throat, like
Bro, it's Neil finally snaps like in the middle of the night when he starts
if I don't clear out my sinuses, I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Well,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, but Dale too is like he does mention something.
He
where
does.
He talks about how much he misses his wife.
Yeah, and he has a picture of her, a big photograph
that he sets down. Yeah,
which plays. That's the first time he really mentions her, and then like Neil's like, yeah, I have a wife and a family. That's why I'm trying to get back to him, and so they sort of relate on that one point at this point in time in the film, but all of other of Dale's like more annoying tendencies finally makes Neil snap in the middle of the night. He freaks out and he just like they get in a verbal disagreement and argument. And
by the way, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Neil just like unleashes the beast because he's been polite sort of up until this time. And he finally is just like, lets Dale have it. And Dale just kind of like takes it. And that's where you get that famous moment where Dale retorts back after he's done listening to Neil's tirade about him. He's just like,
well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
I like me.
Me.
I might be annoying and have my list.
My wife likes me.
My wife, yeah.
And he goes and Family Guy even parodied that, which was funny because that even made it on the John Candy documentary, by the way. The Family Guy parody of that scene or whatever. But like, he goes through that whole. That's such a. I didn't realize too how early in the movie that speech is, because that speech is pretty iconic. Like that's referenced in a lot of places. Like this is like 30 minutes into this movie, you get this iconic
dude,
where he lets him have it, like that he it's easy to be a cynic and go through life like that, like
bro. And I just wanted to get a shout out to both these men and their acting. Like as comedians, a lot of times they're not really taken as seriously, especially back in the 80s. Like you're sort of a clown in a lot of respects, but like their acting chops here, both of them, especially John Candy, were just incredible. That's why I think it's so famous and it hits so hard. Is their back and forth here is just excellent.
And I mentioned earlier, but Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. I mean, the whole time I was watching this last night, which I know this came first, but they were just like so similar. I mean,
yeah, man.
It's almost like they were trying to recreate this movie like a modern version of it.
I'm going to be honest. I never thought about that till you said that, and it like 100% all boxes checked.
Yeah, I read something today. Galifianakis was asked about it, and he's like, during production, we know some similarities, but I think when people actually see the movie, that kind of talk is going to stop. Well, guess what?
Apparently, you haven't been watching Be Kind, Let's Rewind.
It's too fucking similar. I mean, Robert Downey Jr.'s character is Steve Martin.
Yeah.
He's the serious guy that's trying to get home for an important event.
Yep.
Galifianakis is the
annoying,
kind of like free
over
spirit.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%, man.
And you find out, just like with John Candy's character, there's more to him.
Yep.
And it has those serious beats.
Yeah.
They cannot say that they weren't trying to remake this movie.
Dude.
I don't think so.
Do something with that TikTok.
Yeah.
Stop making enemies out of our biggest social media platform. They're the only people that like us. Stop attacking.
It's like spelled BORED.
I neither tick nor talk. So.
So after he snaps, Neil feels bad. He comes back.
He does.
They go to bed. They fall asleep. And then you just have a thief break in, which you would expect to this type of hotel.
He breaks in the hotel with like a switchblade and just robs the shit out of both men.
Steals their cash and then fucking bounces. But I wanted to say before we get to the, actually, I guess after this scene, I want to talk about is they wake up. They're doing the cuddling.
This scene's legendary.
And, John Candy gives him a little, or I guess Dell gives him a kiss. Neil a kiss on the cheek, and they're both.
And he kisses his ear, dude.
And it's because they think
why the ear?
Yeah,
I know.
They think to each other that they're not where they are. Because we've all been there, where you like wake up and you're like,
with another man's hand in your ass.
It's this point.
It's like
this
funk. Yeah,
no,
I mean,
like
if you've been on vacation and you're in a deep sleep and you wake up and like you think you're at your house, or say you fall asleep at work.
Maybe you think you're with your wife,
or you're in your own bed and you think that you have to go to work at that place that you hate.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've had that one before too, man. But yeah, so Dale's covered in Cracker Jacks. Because he was eating them, I guess. There's shit everywhere in this bed.
And you get the famous line, dude.
Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
You realize you get to fucking do whatever. Leaf, how many beds have you and I shared in our lives, my friend? Hotel beds.
Countless, dude. We took martial arts together. We traveled to Vegas together multiple times. We've shared hotels, and when we had our punk rock band, just randomly going places, dude. Like church trips when we were like young kids.
I know, we share a bed. What's great is Leaf doesn't move.
I'm trying to figure out what classic love song I'm going to put behind this.
Yeah, that's right on your cut too. I want to kiss you all over
and over again.
But like, so the next morning, they're in the diner, and you do have this whole like money situation happening where it's basically like Neil has been paying for everything,
right?
And so he's of course starting to be salty because of that, because he's like, you got a free hotel out of this or whatever, because he's like, and then Dale's like, I'll just pay for the fucking meal. Like he's like, I've got X amount of money in my wallet or whatever, and then Neil's like, no, I'll pay for it, and he doesn't have any money. And then Dale's like,
and he snaps on him again.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? And he goes,
you know goddamn well what.
He accuses him of stealing, and that's when they both realize they reach in their wallets and they've been jacked.
And he's like,
we were robbed.
Do you think so?
Like, duh, dumbass.
And this, of course, before the cashless society that we're headed towards now. R.I.P. the penny,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. R.I.P.
Shout out the penny.
Dude, forever.
So luckily, Dale, as always, running theme in this movie, he's got a connection. He's got a guy that can get him to a train station so they can get home. Because
he sold him some shower rings.
He sold him shower rings, man. So, and this dude shows up and is everything that you want in a 5-second character in a movie.
Are you Gus's son?
I'm Owen.
Like, shows up, you can't understand hardly a goddamn word he says. If I can go ahead and shout back our son-in-law episode, I was like, inbreeders.
Was this the Gus's son?
Yeah, Gus's son, Owen, shows up, and he drives a truck, like a big truck, and his family is inside the truck, and he's just everything that is redneck.
He's telling his wife to get the big trunk.
Get the truck.
Get your lazy behind out here and put that trunk up in the back.
Oh, no, we've got it.
It's very heavy.
And he says when Steve Martin's character like refuses because he doesn't want some woman lifting up his heavy truck, he's like, nah.
She don't mind. She's short and skinny, but she's strong. Her first baby come out sideways. She didn't scream or nothing.
And so they find out like either the wife stays in the back of the truck, or they stay back there. So they take one for the team.
They do the gentlemanly thing.
40 or 50 miles.
It got me like it's cold. They're riding back this truck, and Steve Martin sees this pair of like work gloves. So he reaches down.
Depending on which way he goes. If he goes the back roads, it could be anywhere up to 70 miles.
Yeah.
It snaps at him.
It's like almost a rabid dog. So they're riding in the back with this like mean ass dog.
And didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, I had no clue. And by the time they get to their destination, like they're frozen solid, a la Dumb and Dumber. And like even the dog has like frost, but it's still snarling at them.
Snarling at him. It's ready to pounce, man. And this is too like a theme that happens throughout this. You have this goodbye where they're like, all right, like gonna go your separate ways.
Yeah.
And Leaf, you have in your notes that it's like a breakup every time. And
every single time. It's so awkward and annoying, dude. So when they get to the train station, like obviously Neil has had enough of Dale, and he's just like, well, I don't need your help anymore. This train goes to Chicago. Bye. Yep. And it's just this awkward moment. And Dale, John Candy's character, just looks, he's such a good actor in this, man. He looks so sad, and you just feel sorry for it.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
I basically like implore you guys to watch this with a little bit of a buzz.
Get a buzz.
little bit of a buzz. Let your emotions be fucking done.
It's Thanksgiving. You're tired of everybody. Just get a buzz right now. Take some nips.
I haven't done anything without a buzz in 15 years.
See, listen to Shadwick. But this
Wisdom.
I'm just Do I look happy to you?
Just strips your fucking emotions. And when you see this, you're like, you just feel like Dale is like he just wants a friend.
Okay.
You know?
I'm not gonna say his name. Everybody has that freaking friend, dude, that is just annoying as shit. But like deep down, you know they're not a bad person. Like you know it, and every fiber of you wants to be rid of them. But when you are, you feel guilty and sad.
And it's not even like you feel bad. Like you feel bad for them and their situation.
Yes.
To where if you're a good person at least, and then you're just like you're like, you know what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Shadwick, I don't know if you picked this up, but we're talking about you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
We've been meaning to tell you, this all the time.
Shadwick's like the fucking coolest dude we know.
Clearly.
Shadwick's like,
I always have to like bribe you guys with Red Lobster to hang out.
Chadwick's like, I've got 1,600 cooler friends than you. Like, I'm doing you a favor on this podcast.
I don't know, man. I get voice
messages. The business.
I get voice messages from Chadwick's like, hey, you want to go to the Sizzler?
Shooter?
My treat. My
treat. No, man, but you're right. You do know people like that where you're just like,
dude.
And it's not like it's not like a pity friendship. There's substance there. Like,
there is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
when you're with them for
when you see this in a movie, and this is where great movies do this. They portray real life scenarios to where you can relate to them. This is a scenario you can relate to.
It is. He's not such a bad guy, and it's like too much of anything is a bad thing. And so Neil's character does try to say goodbye to Dell. They go their separate ways on the train, and they're on the train on the way to Chicago. And that's it, right? That's the end of the movie. Well, of course not, because the train freaking breaks down. Because why wouldn't it, dude? It starts smoking. You hear it, and everybody in the theater. I didn't see this in the theater, but I imagine everyone audibly groaned, because I know I did. Even though I've seen this 1,000 times, I'm like, God, dude, how is this possible, man?
After they get this train breaks down, they've got to walk through this fucking shitty muddy field, and basically they just got to get to a bus stop at this point, right?
Yeah, well, they're separated because they've already said they're at Gavaz, but Neil sees Dale lugging that gigantic case, right?
Yeah.
Like and he helps him with it, and it's just like, here we are again together. We're thrusted together again. And like they finally make their way to a bus, which of course they're going the same direction.
Yep.
And so off they go towards Chicago on this bus together. And it's just like
and obviously Neil has never been on a bus before. And it's dude, I'll tell you this. There was I know there's going to be a lot of side stories on this, but like when I was in a band when I was like 19 or 20, we played the showcase in Las Vegas. And so we fly out to Vegas, we're playing the showcase, and there was a couple acts that were there, and they were from New York. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man. Like, when'd your flight get in here?" And they're like, "No, we took a bus. We took Greyhound." And I was like, "You took Greyhound from New York to Las Vegas?"
No.
And they were like, "Yeah, it was like 2 days." And I was like, "Oh." And it turned out that Showcase was a fucking scam. So anytime you have to pay to do anything like that, it's a scam for future musicians. So these dudes not only paid the money to go do this with no actual record executives there, they also had to sit on a fucking Greyhound bus for 2 days. So,
and this is where you get
the shitty Beatles.
Yeah. Well, like anybody can obviously get a ticket for the bus, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
So you just end up with like a lot of times on the bus. I've heard stories. I've never taken a bus trip that's
cheap
long.
because you get what you pay for.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
right. And it's like that one movie we saw. What was the college movie we reviewed? Was it Road Trip?
Road Trip. Yeah,
where is that? This one girlfriend gets on the bus, and it's just.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah,
then you got Barnaby and Loki on the bus.
Dude,
there's always like perverts making out on a bus.
Yeah, exactly. And he's right. And I'm sure they're probably referencing this too. But like, so there's people trying to get it on the bus. And it turns out, I forgot what the actress name was. There was one actress that was on this scene, and they had to cut her out because she couldn't stop laughing at Steve Martin and John Candy ad-libbing.
The actress's name that they cut was Jerry Ryan. She played 7 of 9 on Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's who it was. Yeah, they actually cut all of her scenes and reshot the scene without her because
she couldn't stop laughing.
Was that going to be like her first acting gig?
That was her acting debut, and she lost it because she couldn't quit laughing. That could have been something,
I mean, it's
man.
fucking dope, though. Anyway, so they look, they're looking over. You're basically getting adapted to bus life. Like people are hooking up on here. Obviously, the guy's cheating on his wife because he's wearing his wedding ring. I believe we went over this in Dogma.
What do you think?
What do you think? Yeah. And so tell him, Steve, Dave. So they do go through like this
to her.
Yeah, they go through this whole. I guess like all these stereotypes of riding a bus, like people you see on there or whatever. And then it just cuts to people singing songs on the bus.
A sing along, dude.
Which again, on The Office, they sing the Flintstones.
Yes, they do.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern family.
And they're singing Flintstones, which also after I watched this, that was stuck in my head for a week. Right behind
Steven Tyler PJs and Steven Tyler PJs. That's great, yeah.
It was, they're singing
God
it.
Damn.
Yeah, and yeah, Shadwick did a nice cut of that in Son-in-Law. But Neil tries to sing along. He's like, okay, like before they do this with Flintstones. And do y'all know what he's singing? I have no fucking idea.
I don't know what song that is. I was going to look it up, but I didn't have time.
I assume that it was probably from Don Giovanni, a daring portrayal.
We literally can't clip it because we will get absolutely asked by Spotify. So sorry if you guys know what it is.
3 coins in a fountain, each one seeking they're seeking happiness.
Let us know what song is Steve Martin singing.
Let us know. Someone not Spotify. They're like, hey, we'll repost your episode fucking 6 weeks later. They're like, you know what? It is fair use. 400 years later, we'll repost your episode. Because
you guys don't have a following, right? Like,
thanks, little buddy. Yeah, no one depends on your content.
Yeah, nobody like listens to you weekly, right?
Yeah, no.
No,
and they'll just assume that that you didn't put out an episode. And they'll move on to a different podcast because that's how it works. Fucking. So anyway, after he bombs, they sing the Flintstones theme, which is funny. And is that where they go? And then
they ride the bus all the way to St. Louis, which they arrive there. And I believe they're going to try to get.
Because they're out of money, right?
They're basically out of money. I mean, I think they have their credit cards or whatever. But they have a little bit. I guess I don't know if they have a little bit left. I don't know how much money they
don't have any cash for sure. Because then you get Dale fucking start doing his salesman montage, right, where he's hawking earrings to people.
And I actually love that part.
I do too.
It's great.
I'm like, hell yeah.
It's made from what ivory from Africa. Like he makes up all these like crazy bullshit stories about what these shower rings are made of and what they're made for. And
This is Czechoslovakian ivory. This is an autographed Daryl Strawberry earring. They are filled with helium, so they're very light.
whose earring it was.
And people are buying them. My favorite part is he sells it to 3 girls. And it reminds me of that scene in Waiting.
Waiting, yes. I said the same thing.
Damn
He's like, man,
childproof lighters.
John Candy tells these 3 girls, they've got them all like in their ears, those earrings, and it's like
so much older.
Like, it makes you look so much older. You can pass for 18, 19, and they're like,
take my money. Start
Such a salesman thing. Love it, man. So now they got some cash.
Got a little bit. But Neil, dude, he wants to get away so badly from Dale, man. He can't stand it, man. And this is where you really, as far as Neil's character, this is where you start to see a real breakdown. Like he starts being pretty vicious, you know, to poor Dale. And it's just like, look, it's time we go our separate ways, man. Like he still tries to be polite, but there's an edge to it.
Yeah, he kind of tries to do the reverse psychology on him. Like, you know, right. You're such a good salesman, man. I realize I'm slowing you down. Like, we should part ways.
It's not me. Or it's not you.
It's not
me.
you. It's me. Yeah, he gives him that whole speech, but you could tell like he's reaching sort of a breaking point. But Dale does give him money, and I think that's what he uses to try to. He gives him like $50 or something, and pays for his meal. And Dale is mad, of course. He's rejected. He feels angry and bitter about all the time they shared, but he grants Neil's wish, and they part ways again.
Yep.
Like it's another breakup.
It's time to rent a car. And Neil rents a car.
Yep.
He has his, like, which back in the day they would give you a key. It would have a number on it. You'd get to that spot of the parking lot.
Yep.
So he gets to the spot of the parking lot, and there's no car there. So, but which we had this happen to us in Vegas before with Leaf, which it sucks real big ass when you got a guy in a wheelchair you got to push around when they drop you off and your car's not there, or they drop you off in the wrong location, and you're like, "Hey, bus, wait," and they're just like, and dude, his car's not there, so he's got to get all the way back, and I'll be goddamned if it isn't the fucking secretary from Ferris Bueller that's in there with him. And this is where we get the scene. This is the scene we alluded to earlier. And it's the secretary from Ferris Bueller.
Her name is Eddie McClurg.
Yeah, she's so fucking good at these roles. Like, I love her in Ferris Bueller.
She has the sweetest like voice, but then she can flip the script so fast,
dude,
and be a bitch.
And so this is a scene like if you take this scene off, like you probably make $50 million more easy in the box office, right? 100%. This is PG or PG-13.
This scene is. What? How much more did you say?
50
million?
Yeah.
This scene is worth 50 million to me.
I agree. I like it, but I'm just saying for back then, bold move, and the joke comes full circle is what I love, right? So he goes into this tirade, and again, like we said earlier, like for Steve Martin to start using the F word once, you're like, oh. But then when you multiply that by, what is it? I think it's 18, 17 or whatever.
Dude, every sentence he uses the F word.
Only topped by FNA's song Girlfriend, where it's 32 times in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Look us up on Spotify. But anyway, he goes in this tirade.
It's the one that says bad motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part is, he gets done. He's not getting what he wants. There's no rental cars available.
Oh boy, what?
You're fast.
I 100% agree with everything you said. Without this scene, they make so much more money. I know a lot of people in the 80s, the Christian conservatives, including my mom and a lot of my family, you know, probably hated this uncensored scene, even though we didn't see it obviously a lot in the actual film. But the payoff
is fucking money.
When she claps back on him was so good, man.
Going back to it again, Due Date was just full of adult language, I guess you'd say.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't take anything away from it.
No.
For me.
Yeah.
But this is clever because it is PG-13 at the most up until this point.
And
and honestly,
it pays it off.
And honestly, that's thinking back on it now. I think that's one of the reasons I never watched this movie, because I thought it was going to be hokey. I thought it was going to. Honestly, God, I didn't even realize it was a John Hughes movie until I started watching it last night.
Dude, I didn't realize it was a John Hughes movie until we started researching this.
I didn't either.
I thought this was going to be more in the vein of, because I don't know, not Naked Gun, but
I mean, you think John Hughes, when you think John Hughes, you think teenage movies, right? You think Home Alone, you think Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, like you think all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and then you realize, like, when you start opening up his catalog from the 80s and 90s, we talked about Eddie Murphy's 80s run, which will never be matched. I still think, as far as a director goes, that 80s, 90s run John Hughes has also will never be matched.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
I think so.
The fucking iconic movies that this dude put out, wrote and directed, like crazy. But anyway, to your point, the payoff is there's no swearing, basically all the swearing, and then she claps back like with a "you're fucked," and it's like done.
Dude, it hits.
Amazing. And she's using that like Fargo accent too.
Yes.
Like oh dearie, oh.
I know, man.
She's so innocent, and then she claps him back with that look at her eye too. She's like just fucking vicious with it.
Oh, it hits so good, dude.
Yeah.
It really, really does. So
I think because I watched that clip several times a day, I think it's about 1:17 seconds.
The whole thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back. It's probably shorter than that, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's probably half that.
Yeah. But anyway, dude.
After that scene, no car and basically almost no options, Neil tries to take a cab, goes to the cab station all the way back from St. Louis to Chicago. He arrives at the cab station, and the manager there is basically like, you're in St. Louis. You're going to take a cab like all the way back. I assume he's probably going to pay when he gets home.
Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah, so because that's how he's...
But he's like so fed up, like he can't hold his tongue anymore.
No, he is losing it.
Dude, I have been there.
Well, after all he's been through, you can't...
And if we just go back to that last scene real quick, where he just absolutely goes the fuck off on that chick. If you guys have never done that before, I recommend it.
Why does Shadwick cuss out random people? Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's
do it one time. Like, wait, how much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight?
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, the whole time that scene's happening, I just think to myself, bro, like she has the advantage over you. You know what I mean? Like in those situations. It's the reason I don't do that. Because I'm all like, okay, I could blow up at you, but like you hold all the cards and I hold none. Like if you deny me a car, like I am fucked. Like I'm screwed. Like I'm trying to be nice to you, but he is pushed beyond like the pale right now. He's been through hell and high water, and I get it. Like I agree with you.
And this scene parallels the one with the rental car chick. Parallels, I think it's Western Union in Due Date with Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride, like in a wheelchair, right?
Dude.
Like,
okay, now you want to put that away.
Oh no, that shit hurt, huh?
So in this situation,
like
Neil keeps getting in the cab driver's face, talking all kinds of shit, and then
dude,
he
I
gets
know
fucking knocked out basically.
I know Shadwick busted out laughing. He loves like those nasty like comebacks. Like, dude, what does Neil say, Shadwick? Something to the effect of,
If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak.
Yeah.
God
damn,
Steve Martin, stop.
Dude, cue up Noob. God damn.
The guy he's like a gruff cab driver, like manager. This guy's not playing around. He just knocks Steve Martin out.
Almost gets fucking run over. And then guess who's in the car, guys?
What are you doing? I almost crushed your head like a melon.
Dirty. like
our buddy Dale.
You see how stupid that mustache looks?
You're never beating those allegations now. The transplants automobiles mustache.
Dude, he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I got it. All right, let's go. Like, we got a rental car. We'll get back and let's drive, man. So
yeah, they're back together once again. He can't seem to escape his buddy Dale, and so they're taking turns driving, obviously, back to Chicago the slow way, because somehow Dale managed to rent a car, even though he was also out of money. Sort of always made me question.
Salesman
Until later on. Yeah,
and he's got connections.
He probably did do something along those lines. We'll find out soon enough. But Dell picks Neil up in what I can only assume is the smaller version of the National Lampoon's Family Vacation, the metallic P. Like, it's exactly that same. It's got the wood paneling down the side. It is the biggest piece of shit ever.
Nice.
So
yeah, good call.
Off they go, dude. And they're switching out back and forth. Driving, of course. And we finally come to like one of the most important scenes, at least in this section of the movie. They do have a conversation right before this, though, about Dale is just excited that he didn't accidentally kill Neil.
Rover's
skull. And Neil, which we didn't mention this, in the melee and the fight, the cab driver manager grabs him by the balls. It's like dragging him.
Yeah, John Candy's like, I'm going to move my car. I want you to help get him up.
Yeah,
and he goes, no.
So.
But as Neil and Dale are talking, and this goes on for a while, Neil's voice is like,
right, it's that castrato voice, the high pitched shit.
It's weird though, right? I feel like they did it in editing, right?
Yes, it's a voice. It's a voice effect that they put on him.
It's almost like a helium voice,
dude. And it's fucking good, man.
Dude, and of course, though, if you
reminds me of when Robin Williams got shot by the arrow in Hook.
That's literally what it is the entire time. And if y'all enjoy all that kind of the nut shot and the humor, we can't suggest enough that you potentially, if you're feeling up to it, support our podcast on Patreon.
Dude,
Chris, tell them what we got, dude. Tell them what we got.
Let's go to Patreon. Guess what, guys? You can join for free. Tons of free stuff we put out on Patreon.
We'll give some of y'all.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay to hear say the N word.
Yeah, you do.
You do. But anyway, if you go on Patreon, you can sign up for free. And I'll tell you what's good. Patreon has an app. Or if you're an audio listener of our podcast, download Patreon, join for free, join our feed. Because if Spotify does some dumb fucking shit where they try to pull our shit because of a fake copyright thing, last time this happened, our episodes stayed up on Patreon. Different months, man, we release everything for free. Bonus episodes, Shadwick Realm, where Shadwick talks about some paranormal stuff. I've got my wrestling stuff. If you're a wrestling fan, you're not going to beat what I'm doing on there with my homeboy and Nish. Leaf's got video game stuff. How many video game episodes? We've done at least 2 or 3 video game episodes.
We've done 2 or 3. I've released a special retrospective on some old games. And
not to mention outtakes, guys. If you ever hear the beep on the thing, that means we had to take that out because it was a little too spicy.
Best of all, this is the holiday season. You'll be supporting your favorite podcast.
Absolutely.
The 3 nostalgia loving idiots that you've come to hang out with every single week. We appreciate all of our Patreon subscribers right now. Man. All of you future supporters, thank y'all so much for all that you've done for us. I mean, help us make this podcast as big as it can possibly be.
That's what we're trying to do. Grow, baby. So again, for free, you got nothing to lose.
We're growers, not showers.
There it is. So growers, not showers. Join up Patreon for free, guys. Anyway, back to it, Leaf.
Yes, sir, dude. So John Candy, Steve Martin, they're switching out back and forth.
Yeah, Dale's adjusting his seat.
Yes.
Neil's asleep. He doesn't want to wake Neil up, and his right hand gets caught. It just keeps getting fucking worse. And then somewhere along all of this, he flips a cigarette before this, and you see it land in the back seat,
Lit.
and that seed is just planted. And I do love how long they wait for that to play.
The payoff is juicy,
right? So you forget about it, right? So he can't. He's driving with his legs. He almost swerves off the road. He slams on the brakes, but in that process, he gets turned around, so he doesn't know where he's at.
The car is
right?
spinning like it's because it's icy, right? It's still like a snowstorm.
And, Neil wakes up and he's like, "Man, it's hot in here. You should probably take off your parka or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah." And so he takes off his jacket now, but guess what? Driving the wrong way on the interstate.
It's back on the wrong direction on the exit. There they go, and it's so funny because another couple on the highway realizes they're going to like the wrong way, and they're trying to warn them,
and they think that they're drunk, and then they just keep doing all this like this shit back and forth.
Yeah, like you're going the wrong way. It's like, how would they know where we're going?
Right. And
oh yeah, right.
And Leaf, if I'm not mistaken, haven't you used so like they finally 2 semis are coming.
Dead. And it just cuts to these animatronic skeletons.
Right, which John Hughes used in Home Alone when Marv got electrocuted. Home Alone 2, maybe.
Which had I edited the buzzsaw part. I was going to cut that in.
Oh, that'd be good, dude.
So,
I had that one, man. That's so totally good.
Yeah, so they have this whole scenario that plays out, and even before this too, like probably the only people, me and Shadwick, when they start doing the I think it's Ray Charles mess around that like John Candy's playing, which is just for me and Shadwick, the first time we saw that was in Ted 2. Like when Ted's doing that basically, like because Ted 2 came out before I think I watched this.
God damn, man, everything like pulls from this.
Dude, I know, that's what I mean. Like
Chris said it. If you haven't watched this, if you haven't seen it in a long time, watch it. It will blow your mind how much was borrowed from this movie. This movie is legendary. It really is.
And this whole thing, they go through it and they're like, shit, they're laughing. They're like, okay, like we
survived.
We survived, because his trunk or whatever gets thrown. And so they got to go pick up they're going to pick that up, like help get it out of the road. Yeah. And then sure as shit,
the cigarette
behind them, and they're like, damn it.
And they're just to the point now where they just have to start laughing.
Yeah. Like us in an airport in Tampa for 9 hours.
The champion is laughing now.
Fucking screaming ass kid.
Yeah, dude. We were laughing every time.
They're like twitching.
Dude, you remember how much like we started laughing? Probably like
the airplane
5?
Stuff.
The blue zone.
The blue zone is for loading. No, the white zone is for loading.
Don't give me your.
Don't start your shit.
Yeah, don't give me your white zone shit, Karen. So they're laughing. And they realize, like, oh shit, like everything they have is basically. Luckily, the suitcases are not, but wallets, everything else,
it's all burned up.
They have to go back, and they go to a.
Well, that's also part of the hilarity is so the car is not only smashed up from the transfer trucks and crushed slightly, it's also on fire. Somehow the damn thing still runs, and they drive it to a nearby motel to try to check in. And one of the reasons Dale was laughing at this scene is because not Dale, but Neil was because like something finally bad happened to Dell, and he's sort of laughing maniacally a little bit. It's not like
you did it to yourself.
He's laughing at Dell because he's like, dude, this is what you finally get. Finally you paid with your credit card and you totaled this car, and now you're going to be liable for it, and that's you're getting what you deserve after all you put me through. But it turns out at the original seedy motel at the Briarwoods Inn or whatever, their credit cards got switched.
Right.
And it was Neil's credit card. It's on the line for this total car. And they have like a mini fight. Like he punches like Dell in the stomach, and they somehow drive that terrible car to it still runs to this new seedy motel, and Neil's at it. Like he's just done with Dale. He's like, bro, I don't know what you're gonna do, but he hawks his watch. He has like $17 in cash, enough to get a motel room for the night. Dale's got nothing.
$17 and a really nice watch.
Nice watch. Dale has nothing, so we get this really sad moment.
He's got a Casio.
Yeah, and I mean Neil too. Like the thing too that you see when Neil walks into the room, 2 beds, right? Yeah. So you're like,
there's a space for him, man.
Yeah, but he's Dale's like, this is where this fucking starts to again. Watch this with a buzz, and you're gonna start to fucking tear up.
I think you at this point in time, the movie doesn't reveal it, but I think this is where you figure it out.
Yeah. So when Dale's sitting there,
but you know what though? Goddamn Kevin Bacon. Like,
dude,
you started all this.
Yeah, that's what Leaf said.
All
like
his
the entire
fault,
time.
dude.
Yeah,
dude, he's smug ass.
Dale's sitting in his car, and he's like, you told me. Well, I forgot what his wife's name was, but he's like, he says her name, and he's like, yeah, I did it again.
Yeah,
I always do this, and he's in the freezing fucking cold, and he's like, I can't get out of my own way. He's going through these little speeches and shit, and you're like, damn, dude, like,
yeah,
he knows he fucked up, and Neil is just starting to think, and he's like, he's just, dude, Dale's like freezing in the fucking cold.
And he hates him for everything he's put him through, but he's there deep down, even though Neil is an asshole, he's still a good person. Like, he doesn't want Dale to freeze outside. And Dale, like you said, gives a sad monologue, and it almost turns into almost a prayer. He just says, like, God, I miss you, talking to his wife. And if you were here now, you'd laugh at me. And you always told me I had a big mouth. And you start to realize, okay, there's something wrong.
We'll revisit this at the end of the movie. But if you've watched this movie for the second time, this is a gut punch.
God damn, I just realized something else that borrowed from this. Identity Thief with Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
It's the same goddamn thing.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
2 people that get thrown together, like opposite
John
types
Hughes,
people.
Man.
They get thrown together on a road trip.
I'm sure he's not the first one to do it, but he sure did.
That's what I was going to say. If any of y'all know what was before Transplants and Automobiles that was like this, that this movie borrowed from, tell us, because if we don't, like, we're just going to assume this movie, was the originator of this sort of concept. Because
if I make this a short, I guarantee you we'll get a fucking answer from TikTok. So,
yeah, because all the 65-year-olds are on TikTok.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? Jesus Christ. Anyway, he's finally like, all right. Yeah. Neil's like, I'm gonna let Dale in. Like, he goes outside. This is this moment is everything I love in movies.
Yeah,
it's the fucking 2 buddies. I guess they're not buddies, but they come inside. There's a fucking liquor bar in there with the airplane bottles.
Go to Jamaica. Have some rum, man. Dig it. Irie, man.
And they're doing the little game of like, where you want to go to now.
I hope it's not Pete smoked.
Yeah, it's not. They're like, where do you want to go to now? And it's like, I'm going to go to Mexico. And it's like, tequila it is. Or, like that kind of shit. They're playing these games and they're just drinking. And it's just dudes fucking boozing it up, connecting and shooting the shit, man. Like this podcast, basically. It's
man. Basically.
It's the right and the left coming together.
Dude, it is. It is. It's what everyone needs.
It's
everybody needs to fucking watch this movie. Come on.
Exactly.
Shabbat's right.
Get off X. Get off
all that shit.
Facebook.
Drink some airplane bottles of liquor and hang out with us, and let's all have fun.
Hang out with your boys, dude. Hang out with your boys.
Too short, dude. Let's have, and that's what I love about this. They're talking about their wives, talking about their families, talking about their experiences, and they're just bonding. They're just having fun.
Yeah. And for the first time,
it's like us when we went on the writers' retreat and Leaf was telling us about the hookers.
What?
He was like, that was the first time I got craps.
Never mind. You have to shave those off. It's like glitter.
There's a shampoo with them, okay? So just shampoo. No, man. Like, but seriously,
no, he got them from Shamu.
Okay. So
that was her stripper name.
This is, but again, like, this is just the whole thing where it's like, this is my favorite scene in the movie. Is like, it's the bonding, it's the everything's coming where it's like everybody puts their bullshit aside. Like, they had some shots. They're like, you know what, this situation sucks, but this moment doesn't have to suck.
Yeah.
You said this is your favorite scene of the movie?
Yes.
You're drunk.
No, I understand why Chris is saying that, because like this is also where you see the character development in Neil. He's been a cynical, over tight asshole, but you understand why, because during this scene before he lets John Candy's character in the hotel, he tries to call his wife and she doesn't answer.
Right.
And
he's on the road too much, man. And they talked about it earlier. He talks about him being on the road too much. And John Candy even drops a little hint. He's just like, I haven't been home in years.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
you could tell they've got
like, okay, well,
why? And he goes, I mean, it's just a saying.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm on the road a lot.
It's a figure of speech, and you're right. So even though these men's lives aren't perfect, they've had this terrible experience. They sort of hate and aggravate each other in their own different ways. This moment with over Doritos and like bottles of rum and tequila, airplane bottles, by the way, we assume that Dell stole from his numerous trips on airplanes.
Cool Ranch Doritos right now.
Exactly. And so
if I could just get the taste of this muff out of my mouth.
Muff Flicker doing you
Muff
in, bro.
Flicker sponsor our podcast. So
please.
So they go to bed, they after drinking, you can tell they're hammered. And it's fun though. Like, it's just dudes hanging out, like having fun. And then
movie turns.
Yeah, they wake up and they're like, okay, like we could still drive this shitty car. They got
somehow.
Yeah,
and it runs.
It's fucking convertible in the snow,
and they're trying to rock it back and forth. They even back up and just fucking annihilate that hotel room and just gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Like,
hey, I'm not gonna lie. When I was 19, 20 years old, I had a convertible Mustang, and I happened to get it in like February. And so I would leave work, and I was like just so excited to have this convertible Mustang.
Oh, no.
I put the top down and drive home with the heat on high.
And you're driving home. You get home, you look like them from the truck earlier. You got a like mustache,
showing your eyelashes.
Like just go.
Yeah, just go, man. So they're like they're finally driving. They're trying to get back home.
Yeah,
and the police finally pull them over. Whoop, whoop.
Well,
That's
because
the sound of the police.
The best part about that, where they're getting pulled over is
over.
Yeah.
No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
They don't know how fast they're going because the speedometer is like melted.
Yeah.
It's melted off, and they get pulled over by Michael McKeon. By the way, one of the insanely good comedic actor. He's a state trooper, and they obviously beg for mercy because they're trying to get home for Thanksgiving, but he doesn't care. He impounds the car because it's literally a melted piece of shit. I can't believe it's even running.
It's not safe.
It's not safe, right? And so their last ditch effort somehow with Dale Griffith's amazing charismatic skills, he procures them a transfer truck to Chicago for the last 3 to 4 hours of their trip.
But not in the cab.
Because the guy's paranoid. So it's like a refrigerated semi.
So they got to go in the refrigerated semi to get home
in November.
And
in the Midwest,
dude. But they get there, right? They get home. They make it. They get to the train station.
Yeah, to Chicago, the L train that takes.
If I could just say, we don't fully understand this living in the South. Like we're in Chattanooga. It's literally a week from Thanksgiving.
Well, when it drops, it'll be Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
2 weeks from Thanksgiving. It was 65 degrees today.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't get like but I mean, whenever I've been to, out west or in bigger cities, Vegas, San Francisco, other places, they all have these trains that you can take as public trans, and it's pretty easy to get home that way. And so they're at the train station. He's about to take this train to get home, and they have their. This is you assume too. Like you've been in this movie a while now, so it's not like the other ones where you're like, yeah, we're 50 minutes into this movie. Like this is not the end. This one, you're like, oh shit, like this is their goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, and they're trying to say, you know, dude, it's been cool. Like, thanks. And you know, Neil's like, I'm all right, man. He's heading home. Dale's like, yeah, you know, me too. Like, I'm heading home, and they split ways. And then Neil's driving, you know, her driving. He's on the train. He's going back.
The train. Yep.
Then he starts thinking, and this fucking kind of tore me up a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah.
He starts thinking, and then all the fucking everything connects for you as the viewer, and you're like,
yeah,
something's wrong. Like Dale has been basically lying this entire time. There's a reason he's been so clingy.
I've been spending too much time away from home. I haven't been home in years.
He's lonely, and that's you could tell.
And so Neil goes back, and he goes back to the train station, and there sits Dale.
And Dale's still sitting
train
there.
Station.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Neil's like, "What are you doing, man? I thought you were gonna go home. Like, what's the deal, man? Like, tell me the truth. What's really going on?" And then like the freaking sticker, like if you are buzzed, you take Chris's advice. You got a little buzz going, man. Just
Tears
let it out.
Yeah.
Just let it out, man. Like, yeah, it happened to me too. I was just like, dadgummit.
Marie's been dead for 8 years.
And then he's been on the road ever since. He doesn't have a home. He just
he's just
wanders.
been hiding it. He's been hiding it with work, and you're just like, it just guts you as a viewer, right? You're just like,
yes,
fuck.
because you finally.
he tells him that he doesn't have a home,
right?
I guess that's why he's carrying on that giant trunk all the time.
Exactly, and that's where that trunk makes sense now. You're just like, that's just he just lives on the road. And you're like, of course he has all these connections because he just travels periodically selling his stuff, like, and that's where he lives because he doesn't want to go home.
No, and it makes perfect sense why he's so clingy, why he's so attached, why he talks so much. He's lonely, doesn't have anywhere to go, he doesn't have anybody, he doesn't have any friends.
He doesn't know what to do. What do you do?
And
so this kind of reminds me of that movie Due Date.
Yeah, me too.
It's similar, yes,
but
dude.
You do have the you know, Neil is like, dude, come with me.
Yeah.
Like, come home with me to Thanksgiving dinner with my family.
Yeah.
And they walk to get down the street. They're going to, you get to see Neil's Home Alone-esque house.
They're carrying Dale's big chest down the street, and it's like the suburban Chicago area. It's of course it's nice. It's a beautiful area.
There's a Lawrence in the house from this famous family, and so like they walk up. He introduces them to his wife, to the children.
Kids are super excited to see their dad. They can't believe it. Clearly he's missed plenty of holidays. This one meant a lot to them.
Right.
Throughout the movie, it does kind of show flashes of them like getting ready and doing plays and sort of like,
he missed his daughter's play.
Yeah. Right. You could tell they really miss their father and that he's gone a lot.
Every kid needs a father.
And so when Neil comes back, it's a big family reunion. Dale sort of stands off to the back until he introduces them to his family. And there's this big moment where Neil's wife comes down the stairs when she hears his voice. And you could tell, despite all like of her aggravation and her anger at him for being gone all the time, like she legitimately missed him.
Right. And there's this big embrace and a kiss.
And then it's like, I want to introduce you to my friend. And she's like, hello, Mr. Griffith. And he's like, nah.
You bastard. Yeah. Then he just starts doing the fucking mess around again.
Yeah.
You know what? Mess around?
I declare it's a mess around.
It's like, you know what?
They respected me for saying it.
So, dude, and that's what that's basically where the movie ends. It's everybody's happy he's joining them for Thanksgiving dinner. I found out the original ending to this was Dale shows up. They get to the point of the house and Dale's like, this is your family. I don't want to intrude. And he just like leaves. And I was like, I don't know who thought that was a good ending, but no.
No,
network executives.
Yeah, dude.
Dumbass name.
That fucking guy
Clark.
from NBC.
Yeah, Clark from fucking Sector 7G.
What a retard, dude. Bro, the reason I love this is because you get sort of the classic 80s freeze frame on John Candy's character's face. But you... Yeah, yeah. Well,
Spotify's probably going to clap us for that.
They're going to clap you for that. They will. That's happened before. Don't laugh.
You know what? Clap this.
Oh, let's get ready to suck it!
But that moment, Dale finally has even for the moment he has family, he has friends, like he's part of something again, and you can tell,
man, right? Again,
when it freeze frames on his face, you can tell he's happy, he's getting experience something that he hasn't had for so long, and it meant so much to him, and that's why it freezes, in my opinion, is because that moment is everything for the movie. That's the moment.
But in that moment when it freezes, you're like, look how stupid that mustache looks.
Chadwick is, and Chadwick's wife especially. She's like, don't ever do that again. She's like, why would you do this to me? She really turns it around on you. Like, why would you do this to me in public of all places? So, guys, again, this movie is, I think it's on Paramount right now. Go check it out. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So go check it out. John Hughes, another fucking banger, man.
Steve Martin, John Candy, legends, of course.
Dude, so let's just go ahead and do this, man. So from the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, what is your favorite line? And I'll go first.
Oh boy, what?
You're fast.
Chadwick, what is your favorite line?
You can start by wiping that fucking dumbass smile off your rosy fucking cheeks.
Like we're just digging in the F-bombs. Leaf man, bring us home, brother.
Dude, I'll keep it clean. Mostly, it's when Dale finally reunites with Neil and old friends, and he turns around and he remarks,
"Do you have any idea how glad I am I didn't kill you?"
Do you have any idea how glad I'd be if you had?
He's like smiling ear to ear, dude.
Awesome, man. So again, if you haven't, man, be sure to like, subscribe. Most importantly, tell your friends. Again, free shit on Patreon. Go hit us up. Get some bonus things. Grab this fucking hoodie. Look how bad
that's clean, dude. I want one.
So good. You don't get one. You got to pay for it.
Damn it.
Have we redone any hats yet?
So we have not done the hats, but we will do the hats and then redo them.
I tried. I was going to wear the hat tonight, and I just can't do it, man. It says so.
No, you don't like it?
Maybe don't fucking badmouth our merch.
Oh yeah,
people are like, actually, I was going to buy one,
getting
but
hats.
you're right.
Like I really like. I like the original hats, but I just want to see what it looks like with the new logo.
Hats. Yeah, we'll get new hats. God
Bro,
damn it!
Rerounder of the Month Eternity specifically requested a hat, dude. He wanted one more than anything else, bro.
One. So anyway,
this is a clean.
So, dude, grab some merch. Thank you guys for joining us. And with that, we'll take it over to our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
During a recent interview on 2020, longtime O.J. Simpson friend Robert Kardashian said he now believes Simpson may be guilty. Though he did add that had he believed O.J. was guilty at the time, he never would have agreed to hide his bloody clothes and knife.